I don't know if I shook the wrong hand or had my window open, but I'm not feeling my best today. It is affecting my equilibrium. I know it definitely wasn't anything I ate because I'm very skeptical over those things. Drink, eat, places. We living in a date and time that we have to be more vigilant over what we touch, consume. And I mean this more than physically. What we are viewing in our eyes and in our soul. What are we allowing to become part of us? Because we believe that we can eat things and they don't become part of us. We just think, oh, I just boo-boo it out. But really, it becomes the components of it add on to you, and you boo-boo out the waste. Maybe not even all the waste. If we eating bogus stuff, it starts to accumulate, and it sticks to the linings of different places that it passed through, and it takes its time and accumulates and get us various sicknesses throughout our life. But I ain't intend to talk about that, because spiritually things build up also in a similar manner. Wow, I plan to talk about something else. See how I just drift off into things that benefit us, perspective that needs to be had within our Black and African American communities. Welcome to the Foundation from Elevation Station. My name is Leon, and maybe I'll stay on this topic because we need identification of the ways in which we live our lives and different techniques and behaviors that may improve our condition of life and our length of life. We are living in a time where in Black America, America in general, that the majority of our populations live for fun and pleasure. And I don't knock it. I don't think that it should be no fun and pleasure. I side on the stance of minimalization. Excuse me, my equilibrium off. I know you could tell. I apologize, but I must get on here and do what it do. Just like our diet. What I roll with is incorporating and making fruits and vegetables the largest part of our daily intake every day. I know that, a large part of our intake in America is carbohydrates, is meats, and we understand that these two elements are playing the biggest parts in various many diseases and shortening of our lifespan. Meats, we talking fish or whatever, because a lot of it is even, they're not meats, or they was even the ones that may be really meats, they are killed under excruciating circumstances, and the animals release certain things in the blood that makes it harmful to us. Or certain animals are fed certain things to be fattened up. So we have different growth hormones and steroids and bogus feed, just trying to maximize the speed in which the animal grows and gets to full maturity, or gets fat so they can get that fat bag from us. And to consume these types of meats on a consistent basis does so much damage to to our existence that they don't want to document all the information. We don't think that the food industry pays the other industries that hits the government off, that hits the pharmaceuticals companies off. Like, they all working in tandem to continue the bank slide of bags. They want bags, and they don't care if what they doing is cutting 30 years and 50 years off of people's lives if they eat too many damn Whoppers. Like, they don't care. They say, oh, you had the option, you ain't have to eat it, you ain't have to keep drinking Pepsi. When we fully aware that we drinking these things, eating these things that are not only making us incapable of properly functioning. They know this, and I know it's hard to hear, and people want to look at the messenger, me, and judge me when we are being affected by these behaviors in which we have partaken upon, and now we call it, this is just what we do. We done made it all fair seeming. Why? Why? Could we choose a better way to lead our children? We're going to keep turning a blind eye into the fact that if I need to run from here 2 blocks to save my life or save my children's lives, I'm not able. I'm not able to fend off an enemy that may be too close for me to get my bazooka out. And they already up on me and they grabbing me and we get into an argument and they like, I'm about to take everything from you because I'm able to just overpower you. And because you don't know any techniques, because you're so far out of shape, I could just take whatever I want from you. I see it all the time. I get out in my community, and I'm not trying to harp on our, health and fitness regimen, even though I usually do, because it's so important. Somebody will take you. Do anybody know what it feels like to be overpowered? I know a lot of you, especially men, do. Women, domestic violence. How does that feel? Where someone could just physically outpower you and hold you helpless. I did it to many men. The unhealthiness of our communities in America in general has just gone too far. This is why we get at an older age and we are so feeble. You see us walking around gingerly. We barely can walk and hold ourselves up, but we cool. We cool. I see the guts on people, especially men. I see women that gain weight and this and that. It's a travesty in and of itself. I'm not in agreement with an abundance of body fat, like where it's just get to a point and it's just hanging. That is like against so much. Like it limits the condition of life, enjoyment of life, and you keep like it's just not. I'm not saying that each and every overly fat hanging person can't sprint up the stairs, because there's a lot of skinny people that can't sprint up the stairs and sprint down the street and actually defend themselves, even though they're slim, even though they look okay. I'm just talking about all of us. See, when we use these types of excuses, we look for the outliers to prove our point. When we all know that our bodies, our heart, our circulatory system of blood and oxygen and all this The respiratory system is different from the circulatory. Don't get me, don't get it like I don't know. These systems should work efficiently when we have to hit the gas. Like we driving a car. Who would want to drive a car and you only could go 10 miles an hour? That's the way a lot of us are living our lives. Well, we're not able to travel 3 miles in an efficient manner. We only could go 7-8 miles an hour to go and get where we got to get to. We all remember when we was young. I'm not fast as I was ever. Like in the 40, I ran a 4.5. So I look now, and I don't think I could run a 4.5, but I'm still pretty quick. I estimate about a 4.7. I estimate. Yeah, maybe 4.75. But in all seriousness, I'm in pretty good shape. Not in the shape that I was then, but we got to work on solidifying ourselves, solidifying our existence instead of being so close to helpless. It's not a laughing matter anymore. We are shortening our lifespan to half of our lifespan, and then those last 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, we are so handicapped as a people. This is on average. A lot of us that lived to the age 40 couldn't even imagine running a block or a mile. A 40-year-old should be able to run a mile, all of us, in at least 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, 40 seconds. Like scientifically, that is like what it has been determined as. I wonder how many of us can get around the 1 mile distance in 10 minutes. We are doing ourselves a disjustice, and this needs to end. This is the time to get ourselves together and prepare for God giving us our next orders. Because God is like, man, I got a glory I'm about to give you. What a blessing I'm going to pass on to the people that is following directions, being obedient to the love in which I'm laying out in front of you all. You hear the call, you hear the trumpet from the foundation of elevation. I am here. Please join me. Peace.